On the last episode, I skilled, killed, and quested our ways into the hearts of the people of Lumbridge, which then rewarded us with the Explorer's Ring 1. At the end of the episode, we rolled for a new task and landed on getting one unique from Turoths. Turoths is a monster that requires 55 Slayer to kill. Getting to 55 Slayer will require me to kill tens of hundreds, maybe even thousands of monsters. Not only that, Turoths cannot be killed by normal weapons. They can only be damaged by special weapons that require either 50 attack, 50 range, or 50 magic to use. With my account's restrictions, I don't have access to a magic shortbow, so we will not be going for 50 range. Once we are able to kill them, we are hunting for either the leaf-bladed sword or the light mystic robe bottoms. Both are around a 1 in 500 drop rate. To top it all off, I only have access to 2 Slayer Masters, Turiel and Vanica. There's also a relatively large list of monsters that I can't do because they require other skills or quests to access. That's enough of an explanation for now. Let's do some tasks. Now, to start off this grind, we need to get a much needed upgrade. A wizard hat. Not only does it top off our wizard outfit, but it will actually be our best in slot magic hat for a long time. The next upgrade I have access to would be mystics, but unless I get that as a drop, they're locked behind a 66 magic requirement to enter the magic guild. While I'm here, I'm going to pick up some runes. I do believe magic is going to be my biggest focus during this grind. Magic is going to let me safe spot most things, and because of the elemental weakness update, it might even be my best DPS for most monsters. I'm also going to get some range equipment, a couple arrows and some armor. I know 50 ranges are going to be my biggest focus, but it wouldn't hurt to get a couple levels along the way. First things first, gotta take care of this Slayer task I left on from last episode. There we go, task complete. I'm curious on how many Slayer tasks we're going to have completed by the end of this grind. And our next task is cows. Alright, yeah, we're not going to get the best of tasks while using Turiel, but at least get our combats up. And one of the best parts about this grind is going to be training prayer. I don't think it's going to get me up to protection prayers, but it'll be a nice start to it. One of the benefits using Turiel is being able to use the Birthhook Games Room teleport to get back and get another task. Thanks to having to get 7 Slayer on last episode, I am now able to get Cave Bugs as a task. I've decided when it comes to like the really easy tasks that I can just tank, I'm going to try to use melee. But then when it comes to any of the harder monsters that I really need a safe spot so I don't use all my food, then I'll be using magic. So cave bugs, they're pretty weak, so that's why I'm going to melee these guys. I'm on a birds task now, and I wanted to come here because back in the day, I used to train on these chickens all the time. This was my go-to spot for training. And it was all because I loved collecting all the feathers and seeing how many I could get. The worst part about getting tasks like these is the absolutely abysmal amount of Slayer XP you get. But like I said, that's what you can expect from Turiel. At least I got 190 feathers. Dwarves. I think this task is a little controversial. I mean, Slayer is meant to kill monsters, right? And dwarves are part of society. They even have a whole city dedicated to them. How are they considered monsters? I mean, can you imagine just being a dwarf out minding your own business and here I come stabbing you because some dude told me to? Ooh, a beginner clue scroll. I guess now would be a good time to tell you that I can't actually do clues until I have a clue task. It's not until later on, and I believe the hard tier, where you can start stacking hard elite master caskets, but you can never stack beginner, easy, or mediums. I need some food, and thanks to some of these newbie tasks with cows and chickens, I don't have to rely on just shrimp anymore. I do have the ability to just buy stews or wines as food, but I'm kind of holding off until I have a little bit of harder monsters to kill. And I'm now up to 11 Slayer. I still have a long way to go. And my next task is cave crawlers. Okay. I know these guys are like super poisonous, but I'm pretty sure I could just find a safe spot and magic them down. Okay, let's see. I don't really know where the safe spot is, but I think I could just come around this corner. Oh, okay, they're aggressive. All right. And poisoned. Okay, this isn't good. I didn't bring any anti-poison. I was too confident in finding a safe spot. I mean, can I at least finish this kill? I want to at least get one kill before I die. Okay, no, I'm fucked. I gotta go. I gotta go. I'm an idiot for not coming out here with the anti-poison. I need to run. I need to get back to the bank. Okay, I'm gonna have to pop out the strats. In case you all don't know, if you go into the equipment screen, the poison damage won't tick on you, and you have time to recover some hit points. So I'm gonna have to stand here for a while and do that. And I also need to hope that this bear over here won't attack me while I'm in this screen, or else he'll just probably kill me. Okay, we're getting closer to the bank, but I'm also closer to death. And this wolf over here, I believe, is able to attack me. Once again, if he attacks me, I'm just dead. Oh, I am such an idiot. Okay, got away from the wolf, but I'm still not out of danger yet. There's still a long way until the bank. I did it. I made it to the bank. I have one hit point left. I've learned my lesson. I need to bring an anti-poison when going to cave crawlers. Now the plan is to load up on some shrimp and make my way over to this range over here to cook them up. I don't like this. I don't like only being one hit point, but I have no other choice. I need to keep waiting here in this equipment screen. It feels like it's been like an hour of doing this, but I'm finally at the range. I'm gonna cook some shrimp and I should be safe here soon. Okay, now's not the time to be burning shrimp. Oh, there we go. Okay, keep cooking. Ah, okay. I think we're good now. Just need to keep cooking, have some shrimp, and I'm gonna make my way over to those super anti-poison spawns. Alright, the poison damage is about gone anyways, but I still want to go ahead and pick some of these up. Finally cure myself of that poison. Oh, I'm rewarded with a good old frog kiss. Right, and there goes the collection log for a frog token. Just picked up a few super anti-poisons for now. It should be enough to get me through this task. I hope we don't have any more scary moments like that. Now, I didn't really know for sure if this wolf is aggressive. I don't remember it ever really attacking me before. It came really close to me though, so I'm wondering if it would have killed me. Oh, wait. Oh, so it can attack me. Okay, so now I actually bother to look up where the safe spot should be. And it also looks like we're getting a quiz random. Okay. Now, I'm gonna do the wrong option here. You should always go with the mystery box, but 1,000 coins just sounds really good right now. Alright, sweet. I get to start off my revenge with 19 magic. And yeah, it looks like this safe spot is an actual safe spot, as now they're getting stuck behind the wall. So we should be good to just chill here and get a couple kills and knock out this task. Yep, that's me. You're probably wondering how I ended up in this situation. So there I was, in the safe spot thinking that the crawlers couldn't get to me. And that's when I heard a ding. Our laundry was done in the washer. I get up, moved the laundry over, came right back, and bam, there was death. A very disappointing end to the hardcore after only 11 hours of playtime, but this account wasn't built to be a hardcore. We are only meant to do tasks. And right now, dying on my hardcore, completed. I am so sad that I died already. I really thought I would last longer than this, but that just shows the extent of my stupidity. The only thing left to do is to just get back to my body and just keep on trucking. The walk of shame of having to go back to my grave. It's so sad, and I have to explain to my friend on why I lost my status. So yeah, ends up they can wander over to this area. And if only I knew that before walking away, I at least would have waited for the 10-minute aggression timer to run out, but you know, it is what it is. I forget that your armor gets deleted when you die. I need to go pick up my normal Iron Man armor now. Normal Iron Man armor just looks so much worse than the hardcore. But this is the best I got, so let's keep going. Oh, come on. I just finished a goblin task and now you're sending me back to the cave crawlers? Please, no. A defense level and a combat level, and this cave crawler is just up my ass. I didn't even realize that they could come all the way back here. Wow, I really should have looked at their range on where they can wander before going AFK. 14 Slayer, 10 defense, 23 magic, 22 HP, and now 20 combat. I gained all those levels in like a 2-minute period. You just gotta love the early game dopamine. And at 20 combat, normally you would then gain access to the Canifest Slayer Master, but since we don't have Priest in Peril done, we have no way to access him. 15 Slayer. That now allows me to be able to kill Banshees, though the Slayer Masters actually don't assign Banshees until you've done Priest in Peril, so I won't be getting them as a Slayer task at least. So I just got an Ice Fiend's task, and ends up they have 100% weakness to fire damage. So I want to see what kind of damage I can do with some fire strikes. And 11, wow. I wonder what my max hit is going to be.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Oh wow, I just one-shot it and got 25 magic at the same time. Isn't that just beautiful? Cave crawlers again. I swear, they're trying to haunt me. I just really think the game doesn't want me to forget my first death. 27 magic. Even though these guys did kill me, I've also gained a lot of levels here. And I'm getting a lot of herb lore supplies. It's just going to be super nice because I'll need to bank up as much of that as possible for whenever I do get to train herb lore. Starting to get to a higher combat level now, so I think it's time I upgrade from shrimp and beef up to wines. It's time to get drunk. I think 200 jugs should do the trick for now. Drink enough of these and I just won't feel the pain at all. Count check, you love to see them. Give me that lamp. Alright, since I'm going for Slayer levels, obviously I'm going to throw this on the Slayer. And that's 19 Slayer. Alright, we're getting there. 20 Slayer, let's go. 35 more levels. We unlock rock slugs. I really hope I don't get those. Those are so annoying. Ah, an easy clue. It's my first one on the account. And I'm actually really looking forward to doing some of the clue tasks. It used to be that doing clue scrolls was my moneymaker back in like the actual 07, 08 days. I used to think they were so much fun. There's something addicting about opening the caskets. Do you all have any clue openings that have just really stuck with you throughout the years? I remember back when I was a noob, I was doing hard clue scrolls and I had to get over to that island in Karamja where you have to cross that bridge and fight that Sarah wizard. When I opened the casket, it was a Robin Hood hat. And that was like peak Fashionscape back in the day, so I was so hyped when I got it. Comment below what caskets have stuck with you. I would love to read them. I feel like I'm just absolutely zooming through these magic levels. There goes 30 magic and 26 combat. Check out the bear head on the ground. I don't think I've ever seen this before. It looks so nice and detailed, but also just gruesome, you know? So I've come to realize I have a money problem. And the problem is I don't have enough of it. Now, according to the rules, I am allowed to go to the wilderness and pick up steel plate bodies, so I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Especially since I don't have to worry about the hardcore status anymore. It's my first time coming over to the Enclave, and it reminds me about LMS tasks. So some taskmen are able to opt out of doing LMS tasks where they just automatically complete them. But me, on the other hand, I want to do them. LMS is a part of the game that I really haven't experienced all that much, and I kind of view this as the perfect opportunity to just, relive those PKing edits. And the rejuvenation pool over here is really nice. I'm glad I have that now. Man, I got all the way here and didn't realize I didn't bring a weapon to slash the web with. Damn it. Alright, take 2. Electric Boogaloo, slash this web, and need to make our way through this maze. Can't forget to grab an Earth Staff too. Never know where I'm going to need this, and I'd rather get one for free than buy one from the shop. Alright, here we are at the one and only steel plate body spawn. Now these are good because Horvik over Varrock can buy these for 1200 gold each. The only downfall is I had to world hop a bunch of times. Alright, all stocked up. And if you notice with those gold coins, that's from me using the 30 charges of low alchemy on the steel plate bodies. I figure this is going to be the best way to get the most bang for my buck, because I hate coming out here world hopping a bunch. I'd rather just get as much of it done at once and then not have to come back out here for a while. Managed not to get PK'd on the way back, so now I can just sell all these to Horvik. Alright, there goes the last steel plate body sold. I am so tired of world hopping, but now I at least have 58k. And I don't think I've mentioned why I wanted the money, but I want some upgrades. And there's quite a few things I can buy from the store, and so I'm going to. And there we are. I'm all decked out now. I don't have the defense level to wear any of this yet, but I'm getting ready for it because it's going to happen during this video, so I just kind of wanted to knock this out so I'm ready for it. Cave crawlers again. I can't wait to get to 40 combat so I can start using Vanica, because he doesn't assign cave crawlers, and these are just a constant reminder of my stupidity. Did some workouts and here we are getting a camo top, arguably the best looking camo piece that there is. Alright, I've been waiting on this one. 20 defense. So now, that mithril that I purchased earlier, I'll be able to wear that on my next melee task. Look at me. Just beautiful. Now I need to get 20 attack so I can use the scimitar, but man, I'm having so much fun. I swear, at Minotaurs, I have been getting so many skull halves. Are you serious? A back-to-back as I'm talking about that? That's fucking insane. Oh, the real reason why I wanted to make a clip here is coming up here in a moment. And there is 20 attack. So now I can finally wear my mithril scimitar. And, oh yeah. Truly evolving now. Okay, some cow fights. That's new. I like switching it up. They're pretty easy to kill, so just gonna head over to that Slayer only cave. So just a little bit east of the Shanty Pass, there's this cave over here that you can use for cow fight tasks. You can only kill cow fights in here if you're on a Slayer task, but there's a whole bunch. Yeah, I forgot that people cannon over here because these cow fights are multi. Well, I'm gonna put this one out of its misery at least. Okay, believe it or not, but my 2 brain cells managed to fuse together and form a memory of Settled's 1 hit point series, where he was killing these cow fight guardians up here for extra Slayer XP and better loot. I think I want to do the same. The thing is with those cow fights that they have a lot of hit points, so I'm really going to take advantage of their 40% weakness to fire spells if I want to kill them efficiently. Unfortunately, that means I need to stock up on more runes, which means I need to make more money, because to make runes go up, money must come down. There we are, an extra 40k to the bank. Going to get restocked, reloaded, and back to Slayer. I think it's time to buy back the cabbage cape. I lost it when I lost the hardcore status, and my back slot has just been empty ever since, and it's time to go back. And I also wanted to pick up a Chronicle because it's just a super useful teleport, and I don't know why I didn't pick one up sooner. Okay, I watched the video back like 3 times to make sure that this is the right spot, but this should be the safe spot for these. Okay, yeah, we're good. It's so close, but it's not close enough. Let's see if we get anything good for our first kill. Well, we get a Slayer level, so that is pretty good. And a Marintil. Okay, not the best, but hey, we have some solid chances at some real good stuff from here. I've been getting a lot of levels this task. It's so nice. This one's big because it's 34 magic, but also 30 combat, meaning I'm only 10 combat levels away from finally getting to use Vanica as a Slayer Master. 24 Slayer already? I've already gained a Slayer level in only 5 kills. That is amazing. You love to see it. 31 combat and 36 magic. I've gained so many magic levels during this too, because it takes so many casts to take one of these down. And I should get, yep, a Slayer level. God, I love cow fights. I never thought I'd say that. This is the task I never wanted to end. I mean, look at that 2,400 experience in Slayer. Like, I just can't get those kind of rates from Turiel from any other task. I didn't feel like going to Lumbridge for this chicken task, but check this out. I can snipe these chickens through this cliff. That's just so funny to me. Alright, another controversial task for you. Dogs. Why do we have to kill dogs? Like, we get cats as pets, but dogs we're forced to kill? It's kind of fucked up. There goes 40 magic. Alright, and it looks like this is a level where I could start wearing mystics, but I don't have access to them yet, so something to look forward to. And 34 combat. Awesome. 30 Slayer. Amazing. That unlocks Pyrofiends and something else. Do you remember what it is? If you guess this XP lamp that's been stuck in my inventory, you would be right. I've been holding on to this until 30 Slayer, and now I'm ready to free up an inventory slot. 2,500 XP jumps me straight up to 31 Slayer. Oh, and 300 total level? That's amazing. Oh, I was just trying to pick up some anti-poisons. It looks like I accidentally completed a Karanja easy task. Oops. 34 Slayer. 42 magic. And 37 combat. And there's 30 attack, meaning I can now use adamant weapons. So next time I'm around Varrock, I need to pick up an adamant sword. Don't let me forget. Oh, I started recording because I thought I was about to gain a magic level and a Slayer level. How much XP am I away? No way. One XP? Oh, I accidentally misclicked. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, 43 magic and 38 combat. Oh my god. No way. 35 Slayer. And now I can kill wall beasts, which is cool. Getting so close, but yet so far from that 55 Slayer goal. It's so sad getting to the 50th task streak and not getting any Slayer points at all. That's going to be another bright side when it comes to using Vanica, is that he'll actually give me Slayer points when I complete tasks. So I'm curious how much I'll have stacked up before the end of this overall task. And with this magic level, that now puts me at 39 combat. Just one more combat level to go, and I'll finally be able to use Vanica. Last episode ended with a big event at these zombies, and now this episode we get 29 defense and finally 40 combat. I can now start getting Slayer tasks from Vanica. Time to get a Slayer task from Vanica. I'm so excited to see what my first task is going to be. 71 Hill Giants. So not only are the monsters going to be better, but I'll be able to kill more of them. And apparently that's a medium Varrock task. Here I am yet again accidentally completing diary tasks. This one for the Western provinces though. I'm just on my way over to the Giant's Den to take care of those hill giants. Hi there, me again. This time to let you know it's actually frowned upon to complete this task in the Giant's Den. That's because it passively progresses tasks like get an ancient shard or totem piece, where there are other much more convenient spots to kill these giants. But my brain at the time was thinking, getting there doesn't have any requirements, and I like the scenery at the Giant's Den. Just consider any clips from there to be of Agent Dunce. Just got 30 defense, and now I'll be able to wear that adamant armor. 45 magic, that's actually pretty huge, because that unlocks the teleport to Camelot. Unfortunately, I don't have any law runes just yet, but I'll definitely need to pick some up. Speaking of picking up law runes, I did not realize that these guys actually drop some, so that was actually perfect timing. 73 tasks later, and I finally get some Slayer points. Hill Giants into Moss Giants. I actually love that. All these big bones are going to give me some pretty good prayer XP. Oh, an Ancient Shard. That's right, these guys do drop those. Well, I guess that's another task passively knocked out. Let me just mark that complete. But it looks like that still leaves us at 1% completed. And a mossy key. Now we're really just passively progressing through tasks. Well, now let's go ahead and mark that one completed. And it looks like that actually took me to 2% easy. Nice. We are getting so much more Slayer XP now from these tasks. Vanica should make the 55 Slayer grind go so much faster. In case you all didn't know, for Pyre Fiends, up on north of the Isle of Souls, there's these Pyre Lords. And they count towards the task, but they have a lot more HP, which means more Slayer XP. Maze random. Alright, it is time to redeem myself and prove that I can do better than that last one. Let's see what percentage I get this time. Alright, 71, I mean 70%. That is a lot better than last time. I'll call that a solid redemption. And all that for some coins and mithril ore. That's okay. Hell yeah, 40 Slayer. I can now kill Basilisk, and I only have 15 levels left. The big level 50 magic. That unlocks Slayer Dart, which is one of the only things I can use to damage Turoths. Oh hell yeah, Steel Boots. That's awesome. That's a passive task unlocked, but that's also going to be my best in slot melee boots for a while. Don't they look nice? Kind of surprised that these are my first pair of boots I've picked up so far. But since it's steel, I'm going to do the third one down because I still need to get bronze and iron. You know what time it is. It's money time. These ogres are another thing that remind me of my childhood. Because I remember coming over here and trading from 40 to 60 attack by going over to that island. And only the cool kids knew how to get to that island. Oh nice, my first time getting a streak bonus. Because now that I hit 60 tasks in a row, I got a little bit of extra Slayer points. That's really nice. Just check out this best in slot bit. I look like an absolute legend right now. I am truly having the most fun I've ever had in this game. Oh baby, that's a big cow fight task. I cannot wait to get all this Slayer XP. No way, I actually got something. A Rune med helm. That's amazing. Once I get 40 defense, I am popping this baby on. And a Rune chain body? There's no way. These are both 1 out of 128, and I got them in 34 kills. I am spooned. You know, I'm gonna have to say it. I'm hashtag RNG blessed. And we get 55 magic this task, unlocking high alchemy, which is amazing because I'm going to need that for the mace training arena task. And, you know, it's going to be really good for making even more money. 49 hit points, 52 combat, and 46 Slayer. Wow, I gained 11,000 XP that task. That's definitely a new high score. Alright, I've got my 30 low alks, and I'm bringing out 20 high alks. So this is going to be a big money trip right here. Nice, better than what I expected. 80k from that trip. Combine that with what I have in the bank, and I got around 160k, which I'm going to need even more for all the upgrades I want to buy. Oh hey, a shooting star. Nice, I'm the first one to discover it, which I guess I've never seen that before. It gives me bonus stardust the next time I mine one. That's pretty cool. Just realized I accidentally completed an easy diary task. I'm gonna have to assume it has something to do with the desert robes. But can you guess where I'm going right now? And I guess riding a carpet was a diary task too. Oops. If you guessed going to Narda to buy some Rune plate legs, you would be correct. Now that I have the Rune med helm and the Rune chain body, I kind of need the legs to go with it. And it's really expensive, so I had to build up my cash stack. And I figured I might as well buy the green d'hide chaps and van braces while I'm here, because at some point I'm gonna need them. And that's 40 defense, you know what that means. Wow, I feel like I look like a real player now. I'm taking the pirate's booty. And for a gold necklace. You know, I just realized I haven't had anything in my necklace slot this entire time. Looks pretty good too. And that's 40 attack. And that gets me base level 40 melees, which is pretty nice. But I wish I had access to a rune weapon. Slayer task has me feeling a little crabby. But no, these guys are great for melee training. They have high hit points, low defense. And now I'm focusing on getting 50 attack, so I have an alternative to magic. And I knew killing one of these would be an easy diary task. Oops. Hey, iron boots, nice. Not too bad. That's yet another passive task completed. Let me actually mark it off here. Be the second one down. And that brings me all the way up to 3% completed. Amazing. Okay, I'm low. I have no food, but I only have 2 kills left on this task. I really don't want to bank. So I'm going to pull out all the strats here. I'm going to use prayer. I'm going to try the dual arena strats. I will survive. One down, one more to go. I'm not dead yet. That's right. No cock a trice can take me down. Oh, no way. I didn't know that these could drop rune daggers. Oh man, I finally have a rune weapon. Sweet. 50 Slayer. I am getting so close. 55 is just around the corner. So 30 prayer. I'm getting so close to protection prayers, but I'm still just so far away. Time to play fishing or magic XP roulette by going over to Bob's Island. Now, I didn't know how many of you tried to get the servant to come with you and then even confessed your love for her. Then I always thought it was so funny because when you go back to the portal, you'll still just blow a raspberry at her anyways. And it looks like it landed on fishing XP. Nice. That got me up to 17 fishing. There's something about this rune dagger that just makes me feel so much more powerful. Like I just went Super Saiyan or something. And there's 60 magic. I am so excited to get 63 and be able to boost to get into the Wizards Guild so I can finally buy some Mystics. And Slayer, 4 more levels. Okay, this time I'll go for the correct choice of the mystery box. Yeah, we get a diamond. That's not too bad. Need to pick up a new Slayer task, but I also need to start using up some of my points. I meant to get this a lot sooner, but I should really unlock bigger and badder. The only thing I can't unlock yet is like a boss. Apparently you can't unlock that one until the hard tier at least. Okay, it took me way too long to find this, but there goes bigger and better unlocked. So for those of you that don't know, bigger and better is an unlock that you do for spawning superior Slayer creatures. So some Slayer monsters have a superior variant that have a chance of dropping either a imbued heart or eternal gem. Both would be huge for the account to get. 52 Slayer, 3 more to go. Oh sweet, a duplicate rune chain body. You know what that means. Money. Oh sweet, a left skull half. That is another task passively completed. All right, bam, shazam, another task completed. Oh, 4% easy now. Wow, we've gone up a whole lot just from passively completing tasks. Okay, what the hell? A back to back? I get so lucky when it comes to these skull pieces. You know, I really shouldn't be surprised I get a third one just like a couple kills later. Because, you know, why wouldn't I? I'm just the skull collector, I guess. Oh boy, my first hard clue scroll. I can't wait to roll for a hard clue scroll task. Let's see what the first step is. Shipyard. I think that's part of Monkey Madness, right? Yeah, I know for sure that you have to come over here during Monkey Madness. I think to kill the dock worker or something. So that would be an awesome unlock whenever I roll a hard clue scroll task. A log bone? I was not expecting that. That's a nice sneaky little task knocked out. Let's see here. Long bone, long bone. There it is. All right, market completed. And are we still 4%? We are. Okay, that's not too bad though. 53 Slayer. And wait, hold on. Combo level. 32 prayer. Hell yeah. Get ready for it. 63 magic. Oh, I am so excited. It's like I'm graduating Hogwarts or something. I finally will get to boost to enter the Magic Guild and get me some mystics. I guess it's my first time teleporting to Falador because that is a Falador task completed. Hello, Emily. I would like to try your mind bomb, please. And I'll pick up a couple more just in case I ever need to break into the Magic Guild some more at some point. And now, thanks to the power of alcohol, I will break into the Wizard's Guild. Oh, and I guess that's a hard task. I think that's my first hard task I've completed. Here we go. My very long-awaited, very expensive magic gear upgrade. I've waited so long for this. And I really cut it close, down to 16k. But just look at me. This was worth every penny. And this is the fit. Gosh, now I feel like a real wizard.
To go even further beyond!
Now that I reached my overall magic goal, I wanted to get back to training attack, and here's 50 attack, which unlocks the leaf-bladed spear, meaning I can now also train melee on Turoths whenever I don't want to do magic. 54 Slayer, one more level. Let's go. Let's knock it out. You know, I was just burying bones and got 34 Slayer. Now I need to unbury bones. Because Leo, he managed to screw it up. But that's okay, because I'm here to fix it. Okay, time to play collection log or emotes roulette. Let's see what we get. Zombie dance. Okay, at least out of all of that, this is probably the coolest one. Nice. I believe this Basilisk task will be the last task that I need until 55 Slayer. That means it took me like 87 and a half Slayer tasks to get to 55. Which, it really isn't that bad. Holy shit, look at this dude. This guy's huge. Oh, and I should get 55 Slayer off this kill too, because of the bonus XP for killing a superior. Oh, baby, let's do it. Please tell me I can safe spot him over here. Okay, nice. I was worried for a second. Okay, 1KC imbued heart, let's go. Ah, well, still 55 Slayer. We did it. We finally made it. Now we just have to actually kill them. Kill the Turoths. But before we commit attack on Turoths, we kind of need more money. So I'm going to high out some of my Slayer loot. Well, alching and selling got me up to 65k. Combine that with the gold in my bank. Gets us a little bit above 90. Not quite enough for the amount of death runes I'm probably going to need. So you know where I'm going. Oh no, I didn't see him in time. Oh god, he's gonna bolt me down. I have no food, I have no run energy. There's nothing I can do. Oh, the death of my hardcore times 2 in one video. Well, now to go back and do it all over again. Alright, managed not to get PK that time. Have I mentioned how much I hate world hopping? But I do love money. Here we are after all this time. I now have the magic gear. The melee gear.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
And now I just need to pet the dog for the bonus RNG.
What the dog doing?
Let's see how this goes. I'm gonna try to work out a safe spot somewhere around here. But I'm just so excited to start using Slayer Dart, you know, something other than Air Strike. And like I said, Slayer Dart and the Leaf-Bladed Spears are the only things that I have to use to damage these Turoths. And looks like Slayer Dart, other than when it hit once, it's doing pretty good. Doing a lot of damage here, so might even gain some magic levels along the way. But it does not appear this safe spot is really working for me here. I'll try to figure something out, but let's see. 1KC unique? No, it's never that easy. Alright, let's see how long it takes. I think this is going to be the safe spot for me. Doing pretty good trapping on behind these rocks. Okay, I'll either see you when I run out of runes or I get a unique. Oh my gosh, no way! I'm out of runes. Well, I want to keep training magic a little bit because Slayer Dart is doing some work. So, gonna go make some more money, buy some more death runes, and I'll be right back. I am broke, but I have 600 more casts, which I'm hoping, you know, just might get spooned and get a unique within that time. Well, I did not in fact get spooned within those 600 casts, but that's okay, because that just means now I can try out melee. So these guys are way above me in combat levels, so I think I'm going to have to flinch them. And flinching really isn't all that fun. I'm going to give it a shot, you know, get a couple kills with it, see how long it takes, but I may just end up doing magic for this grind.
3 hours later.
Yeah, so this took forever. Flinching is just not my type of playstyle, not unless I absolutely have to do it. So I'm probably just going to face tank the rest of these kills, get as many kills as I can with melee, give it a real shot, but if I don't get spooned with a drop here soon, I'm just going to go back to magic. You know, up until those last 2 hits, face tanking really wasn't all that bad. So I should be able to squeeze out a couple kills, but it's still really slow, and I think I'd much rather just make the money, buy the death runes, and just keep going with that. This is probably going to drop to 71%, but either way, that is a new high score. And what do we get? Death runes. See, it's a sign. I have to go back to magic. Okay, Melee, you get this last chance for now. Will you get me the unique? Nope. Okay. Back to the plate bodies. You see that 200k right there? Well, now you see it, and now you don't. No way. We actually got a unique. Ah, if I'm honest, I was really hoping for the sword, but the Mystic Robotom Light is pretty cool too. It doesn't fit, but it fits, you know? It looks pretty good. It looks like this took me 191 kills. Man, I am so excited. That was such a big grind, now knocked out of the way. You know, I never thought I would start off my account rushing for 55 Slayer just to get these Mystic Row Bottoms. But I am curious, how long did that really take me? I have not looked. 3 days and 8 hours? So I started this grind with what, 7.5 hours? So it took me 3 days to get to 55 Slayer and get this drop. But it's finally time to mark it complete. And that gets me to the big 5% completed. God, this is so much fun. I can't wait to finish the easy tier, even though I'm just so far away. And last time, I rolled without my wife. And that's what led me through this long journey of 55 Slayer. So let's bring her back. She is my good luck charm. And let's see if she brings me something a little bit more AFK, a little bit more chill, not as much blood.
All right, let's go.
Get one piece of the prospects.
What is that? Is that
That's
mining?
yeah, that's mining.
Oh.
All right, so time to get some mining levels.